Daniel's with us in Huntsville, Alabama. Hi, Daniel. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave, Rachel. It's great to be on.
Yeah, good to have you. How can we help?
Well, got kind of a conundrum at our house. I've accepted a new job about 8 hours away, and I start this Monday. I left my previous job about 2 weeks ago, so we had a 2-week period there of just kind of being home and together and getting the house kind of set up. And my plan is that I'm going to be leaving this weekend, heading to the new job, using my wife's brother's spare room for a couple of weeks, and then looking for a place to rent while we're in, and letting them stay here and finish school year and stuff like that. But there's some apprehension from my wife about the move, and she's kind of feeling like we're really set up well here, and not wanting to move the kids, and worried about interest rates and stuff like that for the purchase of a new home.
I'm a little bit confused. Why didn't we discuss all this before you took the freaking job?
Well, we kind of did. It seemed like a good idea at the time, and for me, it's a promotion. It's a pay raise. It's a bonus increase, and it's actually moving back home for us to an area that we're from. So there's lots of family around and everything. And the kids are actually seem to be pretty excited about it. Or at least my son, who's 6 years old, he's excited to go be near all his little cousins. Daughter,
is her biggest what is her number one reason? Is it the kids? Is it interest rates? Because all of this can be fixed. Or does she have a life in Huntsville that she loves and she doesn't want to leave?
There's not a life in Huntsville that we're in love with. She likes the kids' school that they go to. We send them to a private school here. She's uncertain about schools in the area that we're going to, but they're schools that we went to and came from.
Again, I don't understand why y'all didn't discuss this before.
I think
none of that has changed.
Did
you take this job and half talk to her?
Well, no. I mean, like we talked about it. I tried to paint the picture of once I got the job offer. So I went to the interview, and once I got the job offer with the raise and the bonus, of what we could do, because we have a lot of equity in our.
But she didn't raise these concerns then.
Not exactly, no. Or at least she says I didn't want to listen to him.
There's that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like you bulldozed this, and now you're paying for it. Did I miss something?
Yeah. No.
Oh, Daniel. Oh, no. Man. Okay. Well, you start Monday. So you're going to have to make make some decisions. You guys are going to have a come to Jesus meeting, and you have to lay out, she needs to lay out all of her concerns, where she's frustrated with you if you didn't really listen to that and own that. You guys look at the schools, do get as much information as possible, because interest rates, whatever, rent for a year, and we just interest rates, I wouldn't do that. There's schools everywhere. I understand people love their school. I love where our kids are, but if you had to move for a job, there's great schools in every city that you can find, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
So all of that can be overcome. Well, my issue though, Daniel, is that the problems that she's bringing up can be solvable, but I think she's probably thinking, "Holy crap! You just went and did all of this, and I may not be on board."
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
34, 35.
Okay, so you've been married 10 years?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, okay.
This January.
Right. Yeah, my wife. We've been married 40 years, and my wife says we've had 33 good years of marriage. And she's referring to the first 7 when her voice didn't get heard. That's how I recognize this stuff so quickly, because I'm you many years ago, okay? And so here's the skills that Sharon and I had to learn. Number one, I had to slow down and listen. Proverbs 31 says, "Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, and he will have no lack of gain." I used to do a lot of what you did here, which is half listen, half let her talk, and then I go and did what I wanted to do. And that's what you did. And so you need to own that. She also needs to own the fact that she was being too freaking timid, and she needs to freaking speak up. I mean, she may
have. Hey, well, no, you don't know.
Listen.
I don't know. I wouldn't put that on her.
I'm putting it on both of them.
I am
Their
too. Their
communication style sucks. Okay, you all did not talk up through a major life thing where both of you were heard because she didn't speak loud enough and you didn't shut up long enough. And both of you got to work on that. And if you don't, I mean, Sharon and I had to work on it. It took us a long time. And we loudly communicate and often. So, but it's a good hillbilly fight sometimes. But at least we both get heard. And I have a rule: I do not move forward on major decisions of any kind, especially financial decisions, without Sharon completely looking at me and saying, "Okay, I'm heard. I have some concerns. I've talked about them, but I think we need to go ahead. I hear what you're saying, and we come to total agreement." Both having voiced our thing and done this.
Okay, so what does he do? Starts on Monday.
I think you go back and you apologize, but you need to own what you did here. She needs to own and then say, okay, now, what do you want to do? Do you want me to go in and quit the job that I've accepted? Or do you want to make the move, and if the move goes bad and it's horrible, then we can make another move if we have to. That would actually be my suggestion, is remember that this is maybe not forever. It feels like to her it's absolute and there's no going back, and she's stuck.
Especially since family's there and everything. It's like you're about to go plant roots is what it kind of feels like. But giving her the dignity of the option of like, hey, if this goes bad and we're not enjoying it, and give it a year, we'll come back.
Or we'll go another place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to own the fact you didn't listen, and she needs to own the fact she didn't speak up, and then y'all got to decide what you're going to do before Monday. Don't wander off up there while this is in a fog. This is not going to go well. You need clarity before you do this.
Especially moving,
My suggestion would be that both of you own your part in this horrible communication plan you have and address that for the future, and go ahead and take the job. And I suggest she goes along with that, with the caveat that we could leave in a year if it doesn't work. That's what I would do. So, but you're going to have to give her an out, man. You didn't listen.